Hello, my name is Anthony Ogwike, Engineer Anthony Ogwike. I guess I have to get used to being called a doctor since last week. Engineer Dr. Anthony Uzoma Ogwike. It's a special day today. Grace. Grace comes to mind because I've been a beneficiary of grace. And that's why today is a special day for me. This whole period has been a spiritual journey for me because I get to look back and wonder how I got here.
On the faces of people sitting down as it ran, shaking hands, saying, how do you do? There is saying, I love you. I had been
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In case you don't know, we are gathered here to celebrate a fine gentleman and a loving husband and father. One of our favorite Nigerian friends, ladies and gentlemen, engineer Tony Ogwike. If you can see him, please make him sit down. He's been doing ushering work here since. Oh, there he is. All right, our host, at this point, you will have to drop your walkie-talkie and sit down so that the real ushers can do their job. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're gathered here to celebrate this fine gentleman. Recently, he was conferred with an honorary doctorate degree from his alma mater, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I know many of us are eating now, but if your hands are free, let us jam them together for Dr. the latest one, Dr. Tony Ogwike and his lovely wife. Please clap like you mean it. Make una not ration am. We are all survivors of COVID-19. So clap like you're alive. Thank you very much. It's pretty much an evening to wine, dine, and dance. Allow me to introduce one who will commit these events into the hands of God Almighty. Without further ado, as we rise on our feet for the opening prayer, please, I welcome to the microphone Mr. Sheyi Oladapo, the financial controller from New Cross. Mr. Sheyi Oladapo, please. Please, let's rise for the opening prayer. Thank you.
Shall we pray? King of glory, we want to thank you for a time like this. We return all the glory, all the honor, all the adoration back to you. Even concerning the celebrant, our friend, our brother, for all that you have done in his life. Take glory in Jesus' name. Holy Spirit of God, we commit this gathering unto your hand. Father, have your way in this gathering in the name of Jesus. Let everything be done according to your will in the name of Jesus. Let the blessings be ours, the glory be yours, and the shame to Satan in the name of Jesus. For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Come one of yours, Mr. Richmond Osuji, to the microphone.
Man of fire! Now your show tonight, nothing to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to both V, brother and a friend. Man, now you. I wonder who they put echo, I beg. Oh yeah, we no get echo. Just leave the voice like that. Come on, the echo. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this fine evening when we celebrate a fine gentleman extraordinaire. Now, there are Nigerians and then there are Nigerians who are not just passionate about this country, but do their own beat every morning. They wake up in growing human capacity, in building infrastructure, in empowering the young, and ensuring people get educated. One of such fine Nigerians, one who I'm so ever proud to be associated with, Engineer Tony Ogwike. This evening, my job is quite simple. My colleague and brother, Bovi, will be running the show alongside another of our colleagues. So intermittently, you will hear some of our voices, but we're here tonight because we celebrate these fine gentlemen. I want to begin with a quote from William Arthur Ward. He said, "Leadership is based on inspiration, not domination, and cooperation, not intimidation." And that, ladies and gentlemen, is some of the stellar qualities of the fine gentleman that we're here to celebrate tonight. My duty is just to recognize some of the industry captains from the oil and gas sector who are here. You've heard Bobby say it. They call me the face and the voice of the oil and gas industry. And I'm ever so humbled to be in your beautiful mix, as I am this evening. Let me quickly recognize, in no particular order, ladies and gentlemen. My recognition this evening has no particular order of precedence or protocol, please. And I want to recognize the presence. Oh, I see Mr. Chike Onyejekwe and the lovely Mrs. walk in. You're welcome. That's one of the leaders of the oil and gas industry from Shell and then to Iteo. I greet you, sir. We also have the vice chairman of Society of Petroleum Engineers in the room this evening, Professor Olafui and his lovely wife. We'll welcome you. From the banking sector, we have the chairman of Globus Bank, who is here with us tonight. We have Mr. Peter Amambo. Good evening, sir. Can we please give this fine gentlemen and ladies a round of applause, please? Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all very much. The managing director of Globus Bank is also here, Elias Igbina Kingzua. Mr. Igbina Kingzua, we welcome you. Thank you for being here. I'm told the MD of GPPSL is here somewhere, Obiozu. A very good evening to you. If you're here in the room, I'm told you're there. Jide Agbabiaka is the vice president of NOV, National Oil Welvago, flew in all the way from Houston to be a part of this. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Can we celebrate Jide Agbabiaka? Jide, very well done. You're a true friend and a brother. We're proud of you. We're proud of you. Of course, we also have from Halliburton, Oke Okolie and his lovely wife this evening. When Oke stands, every other person looks up. That's how tall that gentleman is. A very good evening to you, Oke, and your lovely wife. Effie, we'll call him Okon, Effie Ngokon. Effie Ngokon is the Executive Director of Operations for Seplat. He's here with his lovely wife as well. Oga Effie, your boys are loyal. Good evening, sir. A very good evening. Mr. Bank Anthony, Bank with the Money, Okorafo. Good evening, sir. Agumbiade, Jide Agumbiade, Jinde Agumbiade. Oga Jide no vex. Jide Agumbiade, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Bank Anthony Okorafo and his lovely wife, I greet you. Good evening. Seated next to them is the chairman of Austin Avuru Foundation, a veteran of our industry. Mr. Avuru, good evening, sir. You know I won't see you and look the other way. The MD of K Global is also in the room. Oga K, I greet you. A very good evening to you. Robert Onyejekwe, I was wondering if you were related, but I'm told not. A former senior vice president of Shalom BJ. Rob, good evening. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Ben Okoye is the executive vice chairman of Brass Fertilizer. Okachike, good evening, sir. Boy, Chike this evening. Good evening, madam. Good evening. And of course, we recognize also a former governorship aspirant in Abia State, a veteran banker, Mr. Alex Oti. Mr. Oti, a very good evening to you. Osa Engineer Osa Wiadolo is the immediate past MD of Platform Petroleum. I see you. Good evening. And of course, Veronica Folorunshaw is the vice president for New Cross. Veronica, good evening. I'm told the GMD of UBA is here, Mr. Kennedy Uzoka. Good evening to you as well. And of course, the director of engineering and projects for AA Rano. Victor Soji is here? Really? MD New Cross. I never see you this evening. I'm just told you're here. Good evening, sir. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome everyone else in this room. Listen, if I've not recognized you by name, forgive me, but I want to tell you this. The Ogwikes truly appreciate your presence here, welcome your presence. If you understand the oil and gas industry, we do business with clients and partners. So when you see me recognize those people, they are partners with all the group companies of Future Concern. There are four. Talk to. Tick. There are 4 companies in the Future Concern group. I will come back a little later, but hey, everyone here, you are wonderfully dressed this evening. You look beautiful. You all look gorgeous. So can you please give yourselves a big round of applause this evening? Please give us a round of applause. Thank you all very much. Celebrate yourselves as I yield it back to the man on fire himself. Bovi, brother. Take you from here.
All right. Just before the music starts, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please make sure anything you need, feel free to inform any of us you see, from your hosts to the ushers. It will be provided for you. And for those of us who are not seated, kindly please grab your seat. Quickly, allow me to also recognize someone very special here, ladies and gentlemen. He's here with his lovely wife. You will know I'm laughing very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. And I want you people to clap for him because he's done a remarkable job in the last 1 year. the DG of the NCDC, Dr. Chikwe Ihekwezu, and is here with his lovely wife, Mrs. Ijoma. Dr. Chike is the only person wearing his mask right now. So please, especially those of you sitting beside him and in front of him, trust me, he will not waste time to quarantine you. Do not cough or sneeze. Just make sure you observe the guidelines that NCDC has laid down for us. The primary and most important one, especially if you are not eating, please wear your mask, okay? Don't look that his wife is not wearing. Mrs. Ijoma, I'm sure she don't tire. You know, living with the head of the Center for Disease Control, living with him, I'm sure he was forcing her to wear mask when they were sleeping. So, madam, okay, actually, madam, by now you don't take the vaccine, the 2 doses, right? All right, congratulations. Please, if you have not been vaccinated, trust me, you really need to put your mask on, okay? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yomi Sachs and the band, get ready to entertain us while you enjoy your dinner.
Let me also recognize the presence of Mr. Femi Shosonya, the HES Superintendent for Chevron Deep Water Operations. Good evening, Mr. Shosonya. Good evening. So if you're ready, Yomi Sachs and the band, if you're ready, take it away.
Yeah. You're here, I'm pleased. I really dig your company, your style, your smile, your peace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be. Baby, I feel free. Come on and go with me. Let's stay all on walk around the park after all. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, bubbleation, stimulation, share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Or maybe we can talk about Surah 31:18. Your background, it is quick and cliche. Sometimes we all gotta swim upstream. You innocent, we are the sinner. But you put your good foot down and make it blow the wind. I respect that, man, you're so that, and you're all that, plus supreme. Then I'm humble, man, and I'm your feeling. I can feel everything that you bring. Let's take all on walk around the bar after. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, revelation, stimulation, share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Or maybe we can talk about Revelation 3:17. Or maybe we can see a movie, or maybe we can see a play on Saturday. Or maybe we could roll a tree or feel the breeze or listen to a symphony. Or maybe chill and just be. Or maybe we could take a cruise and listen to the roots. Or maybe eat some passion fruits. Or maybe ride to the blues. Or just be silent. Come on, let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, revelation, stimulation, share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Or maybe we could talk about something Or maybe we can see a movie, or maybe we can see a play on Saturday. Or maybe we could roll a tree, or feel the breeze, or listen to a symphony. Or maybe chill and just be. Or maybe we could take a cruise and listen to the roots. Or maybe it's a passion fruit, or maybe ride to the blues. Or just be silent. Come on, let's say all over, around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, revelation, stimulation. Share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Or maybe we could talk about something entirely. Come on. Come on. Thank you.
Bovi had earlier on celebrated this person. I want to celebrate now. I just want to add my voice to Bovi's, because for engineer Dr. Tony Ogwuike to be as successful as he is, to have the peace and tranquility that he has to run his businesses, he definitely has a pillar of support, a strong hand and shoulder to lean on and hold on to, a prayer partner in dire times. I'm talking about celebrating the one partner of his that stands out from all partners. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrate Mrs. Tony Ogwuike. Celebrate Claudia Ogwuike. Let's give her a round of applause. She is a vital part for our being here today. Make the applause bigger. Make the applause louder for this Amazon. Yes. After 5 children, Bovi, she can still contest from Miss Nigeria. Amazing. Very well done. Very well done. So, to kickstart the speeches, we'd like to welcome, on behalf of the business partners of the honoree, we'd like to welcome a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, a director at National Oil Well Fargo, and the vice president of NOV Subsea Production System Business Unit, based out of Houston, flew in just to celebrate his business partner and friend. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me Dr. Jide Agumbiade for a short. Let's put your hands together, please. Hi. Obuagui is here, the pioneer ES of NCDMB. And Madam, I welcome you, Engineer NS Wapa, and Madam, welcome.
Thank you very much, Charles Bovi. First of all, I want to say good evening. And I'm so pleased that so many of you are here to join my friend and business partner, Engineer Dr. Tony Ogwuike, for the honorary doctorate that he received in business development from the prestigious University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So, like the host has repeatedly said, that I flew in from Houston for this event, and the reason why it's so important for me to attend is because Tony has been a friend of mine for 20 years. Apart from that, in Nigeria, there's not so much for us to celebrate. To have somebody to literally pick himself from his bootstrap, like they say, and become the success that he is. Having seen him over the past 20 years is extremely commendable. About a couple of years back, I was looking for reputable partners to work with from Houston. We are the largest oilfield equipment manufacturing company in the world, and we wanted reputable partners. And after knowing Tony for 20 years and going through an extremely rigorous compliance process, and we sent lawyers from New York, from Houston, and we've come through all his books for a whole year. And, I've done compliance for maybe 10 or 15 companies in Nigeria over the past years. And for the lawyers to come back and say this is one of the most reputable companies that we have seen in Nigeria is very commendable. So please give me a round of applause and his organization for that, please. Another reason is considering how the country is and where we don't have too many role models. And so when he ran it by me and said he's got this PhD thing, I was in Nigeria 2 weeks ago and we were together when he received the award. I said, look, Tony, you got to hold yourself up and let people see you and have something to celebrate. Someone that came from a very humble beginning, built an extremely reputable organization, receiving a doctoral award from your alma mater university is something that needs to be seen and needs to be celebrated. So I'm grateful that I'm here, and I'm grateful to be associated with him and his lovely wife Chika and the kids. And I really feel honored, and thank you. I welcome all of you for coming here. And it's just an extremely there are no words to describe the things that he has done and how far he has come and how far he keeps going. And for us as an organization, we will continue to back him up in a subsea production business, in Press and Flow Technology, and all of the stuff that we have planned together. So thank you very much, and welcome everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I believe we can do better. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I can see this side of the venue is responding more than this side. That's my problem with big men in oil and gas. They're already holding meetings. Sit down before I come for you. Please sit down, okay? Good evening, madam. Good evening, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next person I am going to call to the microphone, I have already taken our time to introduce earlier. Believe it or not, he's the reason some of us in this venue today are alive. I regard him as one of Nigeria's heroes of 2020 and indeed 2021 and beyond. He was at the helms of affairs when we were in a serious crisis, not just in Nigeria, but the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, please put on your mask and make welcome the DG of the NCDC, Dr. Chike Iheakwazu. A round of applause as he comes. Ovie, give me hand sanitizer. Ogasio. Make una clap. Ovie, take. Give me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I really didn't plan to say anything here today. I wanted to just come quietly, but you know, I've known these guys all my life, and it's why I'm here today. We started off on Odim Street in Nsukka campus, and you know, I still remember Tony's father like it was yesterday. I remember the trauma we had in Nsukka when his father passed away. I don't want to bring anyone to tears, so I won't go into those details. But I remember when the family moved out of campus into a flat in town. And I was just telling my wife that in the sitting room, they had cane chairs. You know these cane chairs you buy on the roads? Why am I saying this? This family has grown because of love they had for each other, for themselves, for the family, for many of us in that corner that grew up on Nsukka campus. And that love has held us together, continues to hold us together. And that love has now grown beyond campus, grown into the oil and gas industry, grown into many parts of the country. So beyond all this success, beyond the honorary degrees, beyond everything that Tony now represents, at the bottom of it is a story of grit, a story of an incredible mother in their lives, a story of just love that has grown and become something greater than anything they could have imagined. So I'll just like all of us this evening, as you go home, to spare a thought about that journey. But for today, please just raise a glass with your neighbor wherever you are and just say cheers to this incredible gentleman, because his journey will ultimately represent the journey that I hope Nigeria is on. And from the hardships of the beginning, we shall rise and become the country that we want to become. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Especially those of you there, let's clap. Come on, clap. Do people notice that even between him and the mic, there was social distancing? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting time, like we said, these speeches are quick, sharp, like you've seen from the first two speakers. We have about 3 more speeches, and there will be a short documentary that you will see of the man we are celebrating tonight. So don't be in a hurry, because after that, trust me, we're toasting and we're dancing the night away. Allow me to bring on stage one of Nigeria's finest businessmen who actually needs no introduction. Please welcome Leo Stan, AK, to the microphone. Please, Nigerians, put your hands together. Thank you.
Let me observe protocol. Well, it's a privilege to be here with my wife and my good friend Ernestine Dukwe. A beautiful outing, just to summarize it. Tony is my small brother, in whom I am well pleased. We actually come from a zone that is not known for business. We are typically civil servants. So a few of us decided to go to fight economic war. And somehow, Tony is the youngest amongst us, who has done very well. He's a man of integrity. In summary, he has achieved, certified achiever. And I love him for this. And is a man who has greatest respect for his family. He bonds with a wife. What is earned today comes with a great history. And when they wrote him a letter to honor him, I told him he deserves it. These are the men we prepared for 21st century. Men who will fight the economic war for Nigeria and who will defend the unity of this country with huge resources. So Tony, on behalf of where we come from, even though there is small war in my state, Imo State, where we come from, out on behalf of my governor, the underserved, and the unserved, we want to congratulate you. We are very proud of you. We remain proud of you and your family. We wish you all the best. God bless you. And thanks a lot, Nigerians, for honoring this man. You've honored me. You've honored the nation. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leo Stan, AK. Truly, Engineer Gwike deserves to be honored. Before I bring up our next speaker, I want to also recognize the presence of the Managing Director, Gas Aggregation Company of Nigeria, Mr. Olalekan Ogunleye. Good evening, boss. And the chairman of Obi Jackson Group and chairman of Next Oil is also walked in, Dr. Enes Azodialu. A very good evening to you, sir. Our next speaker is, again, as long as the oil and gas industry in this nation is concerned, needs not too much introductions. He is the immediate past chief executive officer of one of Nigeria's finest EMP, indigenous EMP companies, the Seplat now known as Seplat Energies. Then it was Seplat Petroleum Development Company. Join me in welcoming the chairman of AA Holdings, a fine earth scientist, best of them all, Mr. Austin Avuru. Oga, they say you go talk. They say you go talk, Oga, come. You know me. You know, see me, I be errand boy. Now when they send me, I they go. Put in, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Austin Avuru. Oga, they send me, I they talk.
Good evening, everybody. I was hoping I would be allowed to just quietly enjoy my Guinness and go home. But let me say this. It's a great honor just to speak about Tony. First, he's a lion. Very important. And he graduated from UNN, and several years later, UNN invited him back for an honorary doctorate degree. So it's not one of those doctorate degrees that we lobby for and acquire. He was invited to come and accept that honorary doctorate. When we were in Nsukka, people like Tony were a special breed. The children of lecturers, the children of registrars, the children of the staff of the university who grew up in the university. If you are going to throw a big party like this, you had to know somebody like Tony who will know the professor that has gone on sabbatical and his house was available, and he would arrange that professor's house, and you take the party and tuck it away inside that professor's house if it's a special party. So it's not surprising when Tony throws parties like this. 3 years ago, we were here for his 50th, and I just told him that every year we will find something, some reason to come here and simply enjoy ourselves every year. And he has promised that that's going to happen. So Tony here is wishing you the very best. You have assembled the very best entrepreneurs around Lagos to come and dine and wine with you this evening. And all I can say to you, Tony, congratulations. There is nothing you are doing that will surprise any of us, those of us who know how resilient you are, how humble you are, how hardworking you are, and how focused you are. So all we can do is keep wishing you well, and every time you invite us here, we'll simply show up and enjoy ourselves and wish you well every year. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. I want a special applause for Mr. Avuru, ladies and gentlemen, please. They say old habits die hard. From Mr. Avuru's speech, you can see what he said. When they were in uni back then, that the Dodge use Engineer Tony Papa House do party. The habit has not died because this venue belongs to Engineer Tony's wife. The way you use your Papa House, you are now using your wife's venue. Madam, hope you make sure you collect your money from him. Okay? It's a family business.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, also to make a short speech, I now welcome Executive Director, Seplat Energies, Effiong Okon, the one they call Effie. Boss, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as he also addresses us this evening. As he comes, let me also recognize Sabili Okoye, Group General Manager for NMPC. Sabili, you're welcome. Please this way, sir.
Thank you very much, Bovie, right?
Yes.
I've seen you on TV several times. My wife knows you very well. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a good time. So Tony and I our relationship goes back a very, very long time, right? So he's a very humble guy, and this infrastructure you're seeing here today, I understand is for his wife, but I keep asking Tony, so what's this shareholder structure like? Is it Tony or wife or... And the reason I'm asking is, so a few years ago in Port Harcourt, I remember we built a school, my wife and I, that would like to educate people in Port Harcourt, and it got to a stage I asked my wife, so what's the revenue and cash flow of this business? I'm not seeing any of this business cash flow, and you know how it's like. This family business and wife business thing is a bit of a tricky one. So you have to manage it in a very delicate way. It's not a traditional business where, you know, there's corporate governance and quarterly financial reporting, you know, all the paperwork need to be tight. So, Tony, where's Tony? So, I know you said this thing is for Chika, but I can tell you that your future concerns and future oil field business, you got to look at it from a complete different lens compared to this magnificent infrastructure you put in place here. So if I reflect on Tony, what do I know about Tony? Tony is humble. You can see today Tony is going around ensuring that his guests are all comfortable. He's not a traditional business guy that will sit down and just say somewhere and, okay, don't worry, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we've got vendors who will give you drinks and food. Tony is going around to ensure that every single guest is comfortable. And that's what I call the servant leadership model. So once he invited me to talk to his staff in the office, I said, guys, the world is changing. So businesses are no longer looking at cash flows, EBITDA, and paying dividends. It's about purpose. What's the purpose? Why do we exist, right? Why do businesses really exist? Businesses don't exist just to make financial targets, to hit your EBITDA or your profit. Businesses exist to make a positive impact to the society, right? And that's what I really admire about Tony. So Tony is not about hitting the financial numbers, right? It's about how is he empowering Nigerians, growing Nigerians, and developing capability in all the areas of his subsidiaries, whether it's around safety or it's around oil and gas, and now I think is going into instrumentation controls. So I've admired this gentleman so much ever since we've known in my Shell days, whether it's Port Harcourt or Lagos, and it's someone I have a lot of respect for. He's humble. He's someone like, you know, when Mark Zuckerberg was in Lagos, I remember he came in with shorts, right? And moving around. That's the kind of guy Tony is. Tony is not someone who wants to do the big man, traditional Nigerian mentality. Oh, I'm a big man. I'm the CEO of this business and all that. So, Tony, I think I'm not surprised that UNN, although we tend to jealous, I'm Uniben, so I don't want to talk about UNN much. But it's not surprising that UNN feels this is one of their proud product, and therefore they need to recognize him with this PhD. Now, I don't believe in all this PhD thingy, honorarium, but I think Tony is really, really well deserved, and I think it's worth it at University of Nigeria Nsukka, which is also my former boss's university, Austin Avuru. So it looks like Nsukka is making, they've made a lot of investment in all these amazing people, and therefore Nsukka is really benefiting. So Tony has made a monumental impact to UNN, and that's why he's being rewarded with his PhD degree. So on that note, I want to say, Tony, please keep that good work going. Remember, our business is not about profit. It's about how do you help us lift people out of poverty? How do you make a positive impact on people's lives? How do you help Nigeria? You know, it's sad to see that when India has moved people out of poverty, Nigeria has actually moved people into poverty. But people like Tony, I'm very positive that we will move people out of poverty. On that note, Tony, all the best, good luck, congratulations, engineer, chief, doctor, all the title, Tony. I think you really, really well deserve. On that note, thank you very much and have a great evening. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Mr. Effiong from Uniben. Nigerian schools. UNN, I don't vex. Oh, you are Uniben too, right? Hey, you see, if you shout it, they will shout. Now, great Uniben. Great Ife. Great Akokite. We that went to Harvard, we don't shout. We just wear our badge, that's all. Huh? He's an Harvard product for his later education. Yes, now. We went to Harvard. Online course, 3 weeks. We don't shout. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, Effiong said something about Engineer Oguike. He's very humble, and as you can see, he likes to make sure everybody is okay. He's had a walkie-talkie in his hand since we started, but most importantly, he has been moving around doing the usher's job. Now, the ushers on the fear say, definitely not pay them their balance, because he ain't going to say, but I did the job. So please, you people should beg Tony to sit down. Please. Tony, they are begging you to please take a seat.
We want you to sit down. You're sure?
Everybody, please say, sit down.
Those in favor of Tony sitting down, say aye.
The eyes have it. All right.
All right, so thank you, Bobby. We're bringing up two people now from one company. First off, I would allow Bobby bring up the lady, and I will bring up the gentleman from the same company.
Yes. Please, let's welcome to the microphone Veronica Folorunshaw from New Cross.
And of course, the managing director of New Cross, Victor Soji. The two of you, let's put your hands together for the two of them. They will come talk to us about the honoree as a company.
Good evening, everybody. And I will say thank you so much to everybody for coming tonight. I can just imagine, I call Tony my brother, so don't mind me, I'm going to be using the word my brother a lot. When we heard about this honorary award, I told him, I said, how many jets are we taking to Enugu? And she said, my sis, we can't do that. Now I understand why. Within a week, we are more than 500 sitting down here. So I can imagine if we try to charter a plane, maybe 737 Boeing or whatever we're going to use to Enugu. And that just says who Tony is. Everybody has been saying a lot about Tony's entrepreneurial skills and all that. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to come from the part that most people don't know. Tony is a family man to the core. My children, my family. Tony is, you won't even know we're not from the same place. The way we relate, the way we operate. There is no problem that is not Tony's problem. Just take it. When you have any emergency in your house by 2 o'clock, call my sister Chika, sorry, where is the man? As long as he's where his phone is, you're covered. He get you fixed up. And that is who he is. I don't know how to describe him, but please, I want everybody tonight to appreciate the good man in him. He's an all-rounder. I'm not saying he doesn't have his weakness or his faults, but he's just a too good a man. And I'm saying that most of his staff can attest to that. Most of us that are close to him family-wise, we know the way he is. I'm not surprised when he said they wanted to give him the honorary award to be a doctor. Tony, you deserve it. I'm glad it's coming at this time of your life that you really appreciate what it is. Thank you so much for your contribution to the humanity. Thank you so much for being a friend that we needed when we need that shoulder to lean on. And thanks so much to my sister Chike for sharing him with us. Because every time we need Tony and he's always there, somebody is missing that part of him. That's why I say thank you to my sister. And I will say tonight, congratulations on this great award. I'm sure you have more things to do. That doesn't mean we're still not going to take more stride in the business world. Thank you so much, everybody. And my brother, congratulations.
Thank you, Veronica.
This is my MD.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm very glad to be here tonight. And I've heard a lot about Tony just being here. It's somebody I knew just a few years back, very few years back. So I don't have a lot of experience with Tony. But one striking thing I'm going to talk about, maybe you know that part of him. I heard the director of NCDC made a statement that he's a man of integrity. And that is that part of him I want to just share a little. I had a problem in my facility. And I was looking around for who can solve that problem for me. And guess what? Tony showed up. And I was wondering, what's he going to do? He gave me 101 things that he would do to be able to help me overcome those challenges. So I said, okay, try it out. And yours truly, he was able to deliver on that. So he's a man that when he put his mind behind anything, he's able to deliver and deliver well. So I want to say that it's an honor to be here. And Tony, you deserve all. You deserve all. You have actually proved yourself in all strata of life. In the family, amongst colleagues, in the education part of it, and in your in your business, you have demonstrated that you are somebody we can actually trust and commit a lot of resources to. So thank you for being there, and I want to say congratulations on behalf of my company, New Cross Exploration and Production. It's been a great partner. Thank you and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Veronica and Victor. But Bobby, tell me, we've been talking to oil and gas people here. What is your observation of the oil and gas people?
Oil and gas?
Yes.
Show off. Miss Veronica, when she started her speech, said that she was saying, how many Boeing will we hire to bring people down? So, una not if you travel by bus again. Oil and gas, they make some things look so ordinary. You know, say Boeing.
Safety.
Safety. All right. Rich safety. Madam Veronica, please, next time, man, don't worry. Don't worry about the Boeing. Charter bus. God is good. Bring them.
Thank you very much, Veronica and Victor. So, Bobby.
Yes.
We have academia to bring up right now.
Yes. They lost that word. Your mic went mute there.
Okay. So we'll have someone from the academia to bring up. And he would talk to us briefly and conduct a ceremonial presentation to two people. The third person is not here. But when he comes, he decides how he does that. That's why he is a professor. We'd like to bring on, representing the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nigeria and Nsukka. I'd like to now welcome, representing the Vice Chancellor of UNN, Professor Nwanguma. Prof, let's put our hands together and welcome Professor Nwanguma, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thank you very much. He gave me the better microphone. Thank you so very much. Good evening, everyone. I bring you very special, warm greetings from the University of Nigeria and Nsukka, the university that we're talking about today. I brought very special greetings for the lions and lionesses in the house. Well, as you know, there is no better honor as the one you get when your alma mater invites you home to receive an honorary doctorate degree of the university. And that was exactly what happened about a week ago when Engineer Tony Ogwike came to the University of Nigeria, and the company of other awardees, whose name I'll mention shortly, to be so honored. And so my responsibility, more like my duty this evening, is to do the much I can to recreate the experience for those that couldn't make the trip to Nsukka. But how do you really recreate the experience? The Chancellor of the university was there in his glory. The Chancellor of the university, Oba Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II, the Oni of Ife, was there to confer the degree himself. Of course, the Vice Chancellor was playing host, and the visitor to the university, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, was represented by the Minister of State for Education, Chief Emeka Nwajuba. So it's difficult to recreate that, but I'll try the much I can to recreate the part that qualified us for this dinner. And so if I have the powers, I think I do, may I most humbly invite Engineer Dr. Anthony Ogwike to come. Let's see how much of that. Please come on stage and let's recreate that experience.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
And thank you. That's correct. And I had the MC or the host make reference to his Harvard experience. Engineer Ogwike shared the stage that day, and he shared the award with a 1975 graduate of the University of Nigeria, who is today a professor of African and African American Studies at Harvard University. And he is in the house. Please welcome Professor Jacob Kayode Olupona. He's of the class of 75. Yes. That's good. And so, the certificate reads, by the authority of Council and Senate of the University of Nigeria, we deem it fit and proper to honor you with the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. In testimony, therefore, we have caused our signatories and the common seal of the university to be affixed hereto, as provided by the University of Nigeria, given at Nsukka, Nigeria, this day, 12th day of June, 2021, signed by the Pro-Chancellor and also signed by the Vice-Chancellor. Thank you. Thank you very much. You want to say something? Try as much as you can to recreate what happened. So 1 minute response, and I'll keep this for you. 1 minute, please. Say 1 minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite an honor to be here. And thank you to Tony for inviting me. After the event, I went to my country home in Ile-Ife to take at least a 2-week rest before returning to Harvard. But he insisted that I must come and be part of this celebration. So I want to thank him and the wife and the children for the wonderful invitation. Quite right that I returned to Nsukka 46 years after I left. And as a professor of religion and African studies, I do know the importance of recreating rituals and ceremonies. So I feel very comfortable and honored with what is being done here tonight. I want to say, not because I want to make a claim to something that is not real, but that even though I had received 3 honorary degrees already before the Nsukka, from Edinburgh, from Abuja, from Ife, I consider the Nsukka, University of Nigeria Nsukka award to be the best. And I'm so happy to meet with the alumni of this university. Many of you are here. I know we always talk about Harvard connection. Quite a number of you have studied at Harvard, maybe through the executive education program. But I'm so happy to meet UNN ex-students here tonight. And I want to encourage you to please always remember that Harvard was built by Americans, and it is our duties and responsibility to build our own Harvard too in Nigeria. Such a highly distinguished group of entrepreneurs here. It's quite an honor for me to be here, and I will continue to remember this. I'm writing my memoir now, and I found out that, in fact, the largest chapter is the chapter I've devoted to Nsukka, when I'm going to tell the story of so many things that you probably have heard, but you do not know, particularly what Students' Unionism was at that time. I'm sure some of you must have heard the word Kodleian must go. We are going to talk about this. And thank you very much. It's quite an honor to meet you. And thank you, Tony.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, the next would be Tony's. The conferment of, it's okay, I can hold it now, of honorary degree, Anthony Uzoma Ogwike, by the authority of the Council and Senate of the University of Nigeria, we deem it fit and proper to honor you with the degree of Doctor of Business Administration honoris causa. In testimony thereof, we have caused our signatories and the common seal of the university to be affixed hereto, as provided by the authority of Nigerian law, given at Nsukka, Nigeria, on the 12th day of June 2021, signed by the Pro-Chancellor and signed by the Vice-Chancellor. Congratulations. The other awardee of the day was Mrs. Nenna Mary Ann Obiejesi, who I understand could not make the trip to this venue. The investiture took pretty much the same sequence, the same pattern. And then, Tony, you are in good company. I already drew attention to the other recipients of the honorary doctorate degree of the university. Just in case you didn't know, there are many more who, in whose company you'll find great comfort and great friendship. Thank you so very much. I think my task is done. Enjoy yourselves and have a very good night. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Professor, thank you very much for doing this. I'll get a chance to talk, but I just want to thank the professor from Harvard. You make us very proud. At this particular era, anybody that changes the myth of what Nigerians are about is a legend to us. So it was a pleasure meeting you, and we become, very good friends moving forward. Professor, thank you very much. To my friends and my clients, I cannot say anything, but I'll get a chance to say something, and I'm sure my beautiful wife will join me, and we thank all of you. This is really about grace. We really thank God for bringing all of you here today. But thank you very much, Professor. Thank you.
So I'd like to invite to join the Ogwikes. Engineer Dr. Ogwike, we need you here. Madam, we need you here with the children, as well as Sabili Okoye. Someone please tell Sabili if he's still in the lounge to just join us here. Mr. Atta, is he back on the seat? Dr. Ernest Ndukwesa, your kind presence is requested to just stand with the family for this cake cutting ceremony. The chairman of Brass Fertilizer, Mr. Ben Okoye, sir, if you can also join us.
All right.
And his friend of many years from Houston, Mr. Jide Agumbi Adesa, if you can also join us.
Mr. Jide, please join us.
Yes. Sabili Okoye, please join us.
All right.
Oh, doctor, yes. Dr. Agumbi.
Let's have some music in the background.
Is Mr. Ben Okoye here? Sorry, Bobby, sorry.
All right.
Okay. Is Mr. Ben Okoye here? Oh, that's it. Please go ahead, Bobby.
Immediately after the cutting of the cake, we have a short documentary to show to us. And after that, one of Nigeria's biggest artists, one of Nigeria's longest-serving artists, will be gracing the stage. So don't be in a hurry to leave. It's Saturday. All right, yes, let's spread out a bit. The academic cake. How are we going to cut this one, Richmond?
I think that matter seriously now.
You know, when you are doing wedding, you spell Jesus. When you are doing birthday, you count the... Maybe we should spell book.
Or we spell bukuru. All right. So maybe what we will do is we will just say one or two things about him, and once we call his name, then we'll cut the cake. So whatever comes to your mind, let's say like 3 or 4 or 5 things. Once we call his name, if you call his name or I call his name, they cut the cake. Can we do that?
I think we should just count to 10.
Okay.
Or count down from 10.
That works. That works.
Let's count down from 10.
That works.
But it's not us, it's you guys, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a reason to celebrate. The family is here, friends are here, well-wishers, we are all here. Let's count down from 10, and when we get to 1, they cut and the fireworks go up. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? And let's go. 10. Louder. 5.
4. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Engineer Dr. Anthony Ogwuike, his family, his business associates, his friends, his well-wishers. We can go back to the seats. As Bobby said, please keep your eyes on the screen. We'll have a short documentary. And remember, one of Nigeria's longest standing entertainers will be gracing the stage tonight.
All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please, like we said, there's a short documentary, very short one. I think it has started already. Ladies and gentlemen, are your glasses charged? I believe they are. To propose a toast, please let's welcome the one and only in the world, T.A. A round of applause for T.A., please. All right. Our toaster doesn't have a drink. Let me get him a drink.
Actually, before we propose the toast, I'm going to invite the Future family. If you know the Future Concerns Group, you will know that from humble beginnings, it's grown into a multifaceted conglomerate. And we have only God to thank for that. At this point, I'm going to call a few of the guys that make things happen, that work behind Engineer Dr. Ogwuike. I'm going to restrict them to just 1 minute each because of time. And then when they say, King David. So I'm going to first and foremost invite from Future Oilfield Services Limited, the COO, my very good friend and brother, Mr. Tunde Oduwole. Please a round of applause for Tunde. Future Oilfields team, make some noise for your man.
How you doing? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll stand on the existing protocol. On behalf of all the staff and management of Future Oilfield Services, I'd like to propose a toast to our chairman, Engineer Dr. Ogwuike, on the conferment of his doctorate degree from the University of Nsukka. TA has restricted us to 1 minute. Otherwise, the book is multifaceted, many pages. But, sir, your passion for excellence, your professionalism, and your focus of the future has given us confidence, and your clear example of leadership has given us a confidence for a brighter tomorrow. In fact, we are confident that all that has come from the University of Nsukka was well deserving, because we spent time with you and we know the dedication and commitment and the zeal and the passion that you put to this mission and to this vision. Congratulations, sir, for this occasion, for this award. Please help me raise your glass and toast to a fine, decent, professional gentleman, Dr. Engineer Anthony Ogwuike. Sir, many, many, many lights in the journey ahead. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip.
It's okay. It's not that time yet. Keep quiet. Why you play too many weddings and parties? This now corporate this thing. Calm down. I go tell you I went to play, eh? Correct, guys. All right, thank you very much, the CEO of Future Oils. Thank you, Mr. Tunde Oduwole. Now I'm going to also invite the COO of Future Concern Safety Center. This is the very backbone of our business. Please welcome Eunice Ekwenugo. Please a round of applause for Eunice. Of course, she also has a powerful team behind her. Eunice, we're trying to manage time.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, friends, family, business associates. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for honoring us with your time. And a big thank you to everyone that made today success. The journey we're celebrating today didn't just start now. It started several years ago, and we're here today confirming our MD, our CEO with a doctorate degree in business administration. My CEO, I've known him for the past 24 years. Actually, I was his very first staff. We met in a bank, in GT Bank precisely. We met in a bank. And he said I should meet him somewhere. And he was going to, have me work with him. And that's how we started the journey. Because I have just 1 minute, I have a lot of good things to say about him. He's a father, he's a friend. He's someone that makes, coming to work every day fun for me. I don't get bored. There's so many things running in my head. I can remember when we went to Ghana by road. You made that trip, it was I didn't believe we went to Ghana by road. He's so humble. I can remember the day he hopped on a bike. We needed to sign it to meet a client. He was running late. He hopped on a bike. Dr. Effie said he's a servant leader. Yes, he is a servant leader. He's a boss leader. He teaches you, he tells you what to do and teaches you how to go to do it. I'm so sorry I have just 1 minute, but Dr. Engineer Tony Ogwike, I want to say thank you so much for being the channel. You are a blessing to our generation. You're so nice, you're good, it's fun working with you. You are very unpredictable. Our chairman is so unpredictable. You can't predict what he will do next. Thank you so much, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, client. Thank you, family. Thank you, friends. I wish you many more years. If Christ tarries, I wish you, your future way, 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 way better than, where we're coming from. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eunice. That's the COO of Future Concern Safety Center. She also has a powerful team behind her. Rita is part of that team as well. But because of time, obviously we can't call everyone. The next guys I'm inviting to also share tributes will be the GM Operations Excellence and Business Services, Omotayo Karim. Make some noise for Tayo. And also to support her, Kolawole Arole, Financial Controller, the Future Concerns Group. These two guys, they make things happen. Please, a round of applause for them. A big round of applause for them. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for coming today. Okay, I'm just going to recite a very, very short poem, and there's a reason, so I crave your indulgence. It's called Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I? Who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure about you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We're born to manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. The reason for this poem is that for those of us that know my MD is no ordinary MD. He does things his own way, but he still respects those that have come before him. He has allowed his own light shine, and he has given us permission to do the same. He has impacted our lives differently. Each and every one of us that works with him knows that he has impacted our lives in so many ways. We're very thankful for the visionary leader he is. We're thankful for the father he is. We're thankful for everything he does for each and every one of us, for his friends, for his family. He is a great man. He's a man with integrity. He's a man that has my respect and so many people's respect. As Mr. Effie said, he's a man that is dedicated and has dedicated his life to impacting people. Thank you so much, MD. I don't even know where he is. MD, thank you, sir. God bless you. I know you didn't want us to do this, but thank you so much, MD. May God continue to bless you, guide, protect you, and perfect everything that concerns you. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kolawole Arolo, Financial Controller. I've worked with Engineer Dr. Tony Ogwike for the past 7 years now. I met him at a dinner like this at Radisson Blue, and 7 years later, I mean, it's changed my life in so many ways that I can't even start saying right now. There's no way you meet Engineer Tony and remain a different person. Like the CEO said, he's a very, very unpredictable person. I've been a recipient of his benevolence several times over. And I mean, he says something. He says, you don't deserve to be successful if you don't work hard. If you don't work hard, you don't deserve to be successful. And all the things that, like I told him, I said, this is just the beginning of this. This doctorate is actually past due. Why are they finding him now? Like, it's past due already. But it's a well-deserved honor, and I know that this is the first of so many that is yet to come. I know there are so many laurels that are waiting for him to receive. I wish him all the best, and I know that he's going to go places, and he's going places already. Thank you. Congratulations, MD. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Kola and Tayo, thank you very much. So a lot of things have been said about Engineer Ogwike. I wonder why no one has said the most obvious thing. Tony is the most restless human being you can ever meet. So we are going to stop this party for a few minutes and get him to actually sit. Tony is the event planner, is the caterer, is the drinks person, is the usher. Big Tone. Big Tone. You're a doctor now. Act like a doctor. Come. Where's my darling chica? No. I need you now. Even if it's just photographed. Come. Follow me. Just follow me. Follow me. Even if it's just for photographs. Dr. Ogwike, sit. I command you in Jesus' name, sit. This chair will not burn you. Just sit. We can finally get a family portrait at the event. Praise the Lord, somebody. Praise the Lord, somebody. Sometimes, Big Tone, sometimes you have to sit down and enjoy your own party. Don't be event planner, caterer, drinks person, all in one at the same time. You know they tire you. Sit, enjoy the party. So I'm going to invite, please get him a glass. Get him a glass, pour him. In fact, get the two of them glasses. We're going to do the toast finally. But from the Future Concerns Group, I'd like to invite Chukunonso Ume, Chisom Ejiofor, Uchenna Madumere, Solomon Obi. The team should come out quickly. Let's do this. Get Dr. Ogwike a glass, pour him some Cristal or Dom Perignon, whatever is his day. Pour Madame a glass as well, because I'm going to invite all of us to rise together and toast to them. So the Future Concerns Group, you guys.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Solomon Obi. I work with Future Oil Field Services Limited, and represented here are some of my colleagues in the Future Concerns Group. There's so much to say about our boss, our MD, so much inspiration, so much valor, so much vigor, but time will not permit us to say so much about him, but we're going to raise our glasses and give our boss a toast. One of the hardest workers in the room. I've never seen an MD, CEO work as hard as Engineer Dr. Tony Ogwike. His hard work inspires us to work even harder. Thank you, sir, for all you've done for us. Thank you, sir, for all you're doing. Thank you for being new, and thank you for all that is ahead. The future lies ahead, and the way you live your life inspires the way we live ours. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time tonight, a round of applause for the entire Future Concerns Group. A round of applause for them. A very solid team led by a very solid and competent leadership. Tonight we are celebrating a great man, a good friend, a brother, a father, a loving husband. Please, can we all rise in honor of this amiable gentleman and raise our glasses and toast? The song when I want to sing, I suppose sing, just calm down. All right, are we ready? And this toast goes to the gentleman, and you can also claim it for yourself. Say, to long life, to good health, to successes, to the grace of God divine, to Engineer Dr. Anthony Ogwike, and to me and my family. You people did not go to school. I said all these prayers, long life, good health, plenty money, to Engineer Dr. Tony Ogwike, and to me and my family. And to me and my family. Okay, maybe the microphone is not so clear. So all these prayers, the celebrant of the day, and to you and your family. You people are just not nice. All right, cheers, everybody.
I mean the carry and you know we say we bounce up. Pop, 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 pop. When we celebrate, we dey pop champagne. We dey pop champagne. We dey pop champagne. Pop, 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 pop. Make you pop champagne. Pop, 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 pop. Make you pop champagne. I say, oh yeah, baby. When we dey pop champagne, I say, oh yeah, sweetie, when we dey pop champagne, because anytime when I enter the club, they pop champagne, and when the lady them see me, they want to do pop champagne, cause I make it rain, oh, they go insane, oh, we go insane, and then a lot of pop, 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 pop song, pop, 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 pop song, sing with the cardi and you know we say we pop song, pop, 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 when we celebrate, choo-choo, Romy Sachs, ṣe gbádùn. Ọmọ tó ní kàkà ìjọ. You can go and confirm me. Kill somebody. She won't make a company. Ọmọ mẹ́ta in one.
All right, guys. Okay. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can please take your seat for a brief moment. If you can please take your seat for a brief moment. A lot of nice things has been said about the honoree and his amazing Amazon. It is now time, if you can please just take your seat for a moment. It is that time of the evening when we will bring them up to speak to us by way of acknowledgement and appreciations.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't emphasize it enough that please take your seats, especially those of you in the back. Looking around, you can tell that the Uber Rich have sat down. The upcoming Rich, please sit down. Those of you at the back, please take your seats. Please, Red Hats, please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit down and be calm. Thank you very much. Sit down. If you can hear us, please take your seats. Take your seats. We're about to bring on stage the reason we are gathered here, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Bobby. And we have gathered here to celebrate a man of great vision, a legend of our time, a lover of youth, a knowledge giver. Through his many charitable work and his organization, the Future Group, this man is also a life giver. Standing solidly by his side through the years is this pillar of support, is this courage giver, is this angel sent from God to him, and together they make a tag team of champions, a tag team of game changers, a tag team of solution bearers. We're bringing up the two people for whom we are gathered here tonight.
Absolutely. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we have really jammed our hands together. So for us to bring him up now to give the vote of thanks, accompanied by his lovely wife, ladies and gentlemen, I need us to really, really suspend everything we're doing and put our hands together from the bottom of our hearts for Engineer Dr. Tony Ogwikwe and his lovely wife. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Something been good to me. Not even one sad day. Minute have I had since you come my way. I hope you know I'll gladly go anywhere you take me. So amazing to be loved. I follow you to the moon and the sky above.
Wow. Was that Luther Vandross? Desmond, thank you. Nice voice. Wow. Where do I start? I'm overwhelmed. But I got to start somewhere. And I have to start from God. I've been blessed by God for reasons that I don't even understand. We talk about the G factor. I'm a poster child of the G factor. I just want to say thank you, Lord, for bringing mentors, captains of industries here. Beautiful people that have a lot of things to do, but they choose to come spend time with us. I want to thank God. I can't go so far away, so far backward. But you turn around and God brings me this beautiful woman. That's grace.
Thank you.
Chika, my wife.
Thank you.
That's grace. You are grace. You are Amore, and that's why we named your place Amore. Your spiritual prayers and patience with me has allowed this body of work to happen. You have let me share my love with my mentees, my clients, my partners, my brothers and sisters, and of course our children. You brought me 5 beautiful children. Lisa is not here with us, but that's a sneak peek of our future. 5 of them. But beyond 5 of them, you heard what our people have had to say. So I think it's all worth it. All those late nights. So essentially, if all these people can come out, I think you need to leave me to come back a little bit later.
No way.
But I think grace has allowed us to start this small company, and the lady says that she's been with me for 24 years. It still feels like 2 years. The younger staff have made me feel very younger. I want to thank you very much. The advanced people like Tunde have made me really learn about deep water technology and a different type of intellect required to lead. Thank you for allowing me to lead you, and thank you for leading me. Along the way, this job has taken us to places that we really never thought that we could go. You got people flying from Houston just to come and say a word to us. I really cannot say anything without thanking our clients. In this triangle of essentials belongs the staff, the very important part of our business. Thank you very much, all of you. But the clients keeps the doors open. So thank you for realizing that. The third piece of this dynamic is the technology. We've been privileged to be welcomed by global world beaters like NOV, like Schlumberger, like God Uline, and they care so much of our business. It's been a privilege growing in this business, watching legends like Chike Onyejekwe, legends like Austin Avuru, Effie. You heard all of them. Future legends that are going to change the demographic of the oil and gas business. You heard a lady that is an expert system speak today, Veronica. You have welcomed us into this industry, and you have given us opportunities way beyond our expectation. This doctorate degree, I understood what they were trying to do. They wanted to let people know, their students know, the future leaders to know that ordinary people, perhaps by hard work, by dedication, by grace, by doing the right things at the right time for the right reasons, perhaps along the way they may be able to do extraordinary things. So I understand what that university was doing. I understand all the accolades that we get, and we accept the opportunity to continue to blaze these trails and continue to grow not just our business, but change the expectation of what a Nigerian business is. Because at the end of the day, we are a business. We are a global business operating in Nigeria. So to all our clients, I cannot say thank you enough. There are people that work way harder than us, but yet you have given us all kinds of opportunities and you continue to give us. Thank you very much. And thank you for allowing this type of evening to happen. I am speechless. Jide, thank you very much. And NOV, thank you for what you're going to do in the future of our relationship together. Robert and Schlumberger, thank you very much for what you continue to do. So at Future Concerns Group, we have a synonym that is called CRIC. Competence, innovation, client focus, and at the core of that is associations. Associations. We always wanted to be stars, but we realized that we have to be stars among stars. And that's really what drives us every day. That's what allows us to study what makes legends like Effie and Tony Atta, the MD of LNG. Round of applause for Train 7, the hottest project in Nigeria. Legends like Ben Okoye, who is going to change the demographic of business with Braz Fertilizer. Round of applause for Ben and his company. We have bank chairmen that we don't even do business with yet. Thank you. Thank you for all our relationships. Innovation is a very, very important asset in a growing economy. Look for more of that out of the Future Concerns Group. On behalf of my wife and my family, I want to thank my wife's parents that are here. Thank you very much. For my in-laws, thank you for your patience with me. My kids, thank you for accepting me for who I am and seeing the beauty in what we do. Quality supersedes quantity, but quality in itself is a destination, and that's where we are, and that's where we're going. I see Louis Obilonu, a legend of Chevron. I see Femi, a legend of Chevron. So it's a good mix of international and local companies that have really mentored us. We see the chairman of MTN. We see Chief Leo Staneke, who has changed the dynamic of technology. Thank you very much, sir. There are so many names, legends like Ernest Wampa, who has set the stage for what progress looks like in the Nigerian oil and gas. I'm not standing here if it wasn't for your policies back in the day. Ernest, thank you very much. Having said that, the other side of business is safety. And at the core of safety is business casual and serenity. My dear, yesterday you were listening, when we came to check out what was going on here, there's a song that you were listening to that got you really, really going. And I know you're quite spiritual, but that song had some religion in it, and it had some pop. DJ, can we have KC? DJ, can we have some KC? Thank you, everybody. Really, really appreciate you. The party just got started.
Pump it up.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
DJ.
Aye. Whoa. Come on. Whoa. Are you ready to party right now? Hey. Whoa. Come on. Let's go. Everybody say, baby, please give me tonight. Come on. I'm going crazy here tonight. Hey. Oh, make I be your maga. Your maga. I want to be your lover. Your lover. Hey, baby, please give me tonight. I'm going crazy here tonight. Hey, let me be your maga. Let me be your maga. I want to be your lover. Come on, tell me what you want. Oh, 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 oh. I just wanna know you need it. Oh my gosh. That's the way you touch the body. I like the way you do the body. Make me want to the gummy body. Gummy body. Ha, okay. Oh yeah, Limpopo. Baby, make we go Limpopo. Oh yeah, Limpopo. Baby, make we go Limpopo. Cause you got the cocoa. So make we go Limpopo. Oh yeah. Come on. Let's go. Everybody say. Every place to me. Hey. I'm going crazy tonight. Oh, make I be your maga tonight. Your maga tonight. I want to be your lover tonight. Your lover. Baby, please give me.